Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to understand how to automatically post the Hindu RSS feed on X, formerly Twitter. So over here I'm a community X page manager and I wish to keep my followers updated with the latest news received in the Hindu. So now I don't have the time to curate all the content. So to do this we are going to create a connection between RSS by Pabbly and X, which is formerly Twitter. So to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So I'm going to do this because I want that at regular intervals, automatically the news should be updated on my Twitter account too as tweets. So if you also wish to learn this process step by step, then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video we are going to learn how to automatically post the Hindu RSS feeds on X, formerly Twitter. So as you know, I am a community X page manager and I want to tell my followers about the fresh business news, but I don't have time to curate content all the time. So now I wish to create an automation for the same. So to create this automation, I have already opened the landing page of Pabbly simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we'll open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But I am an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And now it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here. And now it is opening my dashboard. And to start with the automation, we are going to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to automatically post the Hindu RSS feed on X, formerly Twitter. And then we are going to click on create. And now it is opening the most important window of our automation, that is our workflow window. This is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. By this you can understand that they triggers the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So here my trigger application will be RSS by Pabbly, so I'm going to select it. And now for the trigger event, I'm going to keep it as new item in the feed because I want that as soon as a new item is received in my RSS by Pabbly, automatically my workflow should be triggered. And then we are going to click on connect. And as you can see that now we have successfully connected this account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the feed URL. And over here it is asking me for the filter type. So over here for the feed URL, I'm going to open the Hindu feed. And over here you can see that this is the Hindu RSS feed. And from here I'm going to select a particular category. So over here in my case it is business and then industry. So I'm going to open it. And as you can see that this is the URL we wished for. So I'm going to copy this URL and then we are going to paste this URL right over here in our feed URL. So I'm going to paste this URL and then we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the filter type. So you can select your desired filter type. I'm going to keep it as default recommended. And then we are going to click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that it has captured a response, but before opening the response, I'll let you know that RSS by Pabbly is a pooling based application and it says this trigger will check for new data in 1 hour. So over here, pooling based application means that this trigger will not check for new data instantly. It will take some amount of time to check for the new data. And over here in the case of RSS by Pabbly, it will take 1 hour. So now if you wish to reduce this time, you can go on the 3 dots and then set trigger time. Over here, you can see that you can minimum set the trigger time as 10 minutes and for the maximum you can set it as 24 hours. So I'm going to keep it as minimum and then we are going to click on save. And yes, you can see that we have set the trigger time as 10 minutes. So now we are going to open the response and check that. And yes, you can see that we have received the last response made in the Hindu feed on the industry page. And over here you can see the response. Over here is the title. We are going to move on forward. We are going to see the link also. Over here is the link of the news. We are going to move on forward. Over here you can see the the content and the category too. So yes, with this our trigger step is successful, and now we are moving on to our action step. So for our action application, we are going to select X, which is formerly Twitter. So I'm going to search for it, and as you can see the same, so I'm going to select it. So I selected this because I wanted that in every 10 minutes, RSS by Pabbly should capture the response from the Hindu feeds, and then that news captured should be posted on my X account also, which is formerly Twitter, so that I can keep my audience updated. And now for the action event, I'm going to select it as create tweet, and then we are going to click on connect. And as you can see that it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your X account, which is your Twitter account, with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection and then connect with X, formerly Twitter. And over here it is asking me for the client ID and the client secret. So to get this, we are going to read the help desk, and it is saying read the documentation here to know how to get the client ID and click on learn more. Over here you can see the hyperlink, so I'm going to click on this hyperlink and check that how we can do this. And over here we are going to scroll, and you can see that it is showing us how to do this. So you can follow these steps to get your client ID and client secret. So to get this, we first have to go on developers.twitter.com. So I'm going to open it with the help of the hyperlink, and over here you can see developers portal, so I'm going to go on this. And over here you can see project and app, so I'm going to click on this, and you can see keys and tokens, so we are going to click over here. And over here we are going to scroll, and as you can see client ID and client secret, so I'm going to copy both of this, and then we are going to paste it in our workflow over here in front of client ID and then client secret. So now after pasting both of this, we are going to click on save. And yes, you can see that as soon as we clicked on save, it is asking me for some permissions. So I'm going to click on authorize app and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. So now I'm going to click on this. You can also click on authorize app because Pabbly is safe and your data is secure with Pabbly. And as soon as we are going to click on this, you can see that we have successfully connected our X account or our Twitter account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the message. So I want the message to be just drop the fresh update on my RSS feed. Check it out for the latest insights, news and stories. And over here we are going to add the title of the news received and the link. So to do this, we are going to map this. So mapping is a method by Pabbly, which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step, where we selected RSS by Pabbly as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new item received in my feed. So I'm going to give you an example that over here for the title, if I'm going to enter XYZ manually, then this will not change with every new item in our feed because this is a static information and I've entered it manually. But if I'm going to map it from the previous response, it will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here. So I'm going to map the title and then we are going to search for the link, and as you can see the same. So we are going to map this too. And now after mapping both of this, we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for some more details. So as you can see that these are not the required details, I'm going to leave it as blank and click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that we have received the positive response that we have successfully created a new X post, which is formerly Twitter. So I'm going to open my X account, and then over here we are going to refresh our page. And yes, you can see a new post has been created over here. You can see just drop a fresh update on my RSS feed. Check it out for the latest insight, news and stories. Over here you can see the title and the link. So if you are going to open this link, you can see the whole news right over here. So yes, with this our workflow is successful, and I'll just summarize the workflow for you once. For a trigger application, we selected RSS by Pabbly, and then for the trigger event, we selected new item in feed. And then for the action application, we selected X, which is formerly Twitter, and then for the action event, we selected create tweet because I wanted to share the news received from the Hindu to my Twitter account. But I didn't have time to do all of this manually, so I created this automation. And yes, we were successful with our workflow. Over here, you can see the post I created with the help of my workflow. And now in every 10 minutes, as soon as a new RSS item is captured, automatically a new tweet would be created in my Twitter account too with the new news. So yes, with this, our workflow is successful. And if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone the workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.